In this video, I'm going to briefly break down the differences between using Google for mortgage lead generation or other search engines as compared to using Facebook, Instagram, or social media to generate mortgage leads. So a lot of people don't realize is there are pretty significant differences between search-based marketing and Facebook and Instagram marketing, or really any of the social media platforms. One is using keywords to drive all the action. The other one is using behavioral data. There is another yet big difference, which is one is reactive, the other one is proactive, or it goes out and seeks people. So if you think about it, if you use Facebook, Instagram, or any social media platform, it's not like you've typically searched for something on there and then found it and then filled something out. In most cases, you're just scrolling through your feed and all of a sudden something pops up that grabs your interest. In this case, we're talking about mortgage ads, right? And so how does Facebook and Instagram do that? Well, they're doing that based on behavioral data. In fact, they actually share a lot of data and information with Google. They have a partnership on the back end. So the truth is, if someone's searching on Google, Facebook's actually going to know that anyway. And then the other thing would be there's a few other key elements about how Facebook and Instagram find the people that are looking for mortgages. Some of them include like going to certain websites, maybe filling out forms there, being at certain locations. So maybe they're at a mortgage office or a real estate office, or even speaking out loud. So those are the key differences there. Or perhaps they've done something else on Facebook or Instagram where they joined a real estate or a mortgage group or something like that. So a lot of little things. Basically, like I said, it's behavioral data. It's all based on the behavior of the user. And what's cool about it is it's interruption marketing. So what you're able to do is scale way beyond what you can typically do with like Google ads or any type of search-based ads, because you can constantly find new people. And what's interesting about these behavioral data-based audiences is that people are falling into them all the time, right? So somebody today isn't thinking about real estate or mortgages at all, and tomorrow they are, and all of a sudden now they're in that audience. So these audiences are getting refreshed over and over and over and over again. Now, when it comes to Google, there's a lot of weaknesses. And one of the reasons why we prefer Facebook and Instagram, besides the interruption-based marketing, besides its extreme scalability, is the fact that the cost per lead over there can be really, really high. And since it's keyword-based, you're always waiting, right? You're waiting for somebody to search. Now, the biggest downfall, in my opinion, to the Google search options, especially when it comes to mortgage marketing, is that you're always up against your competition, right? So if your competitors have huge daily budgets, the chances that you're going to actually show up in any relevant ad search results is pretty low, or you're going to have to pay significant amounts of money. So think about the big companies, the Rocket Mortgages, the other places like that have huge budgets, and they're doing this on a national level. And they're also typically really, really good at doing their Google ads. They know how to optimize them. So you're always up against that competition. On social media platforms, that's not the case. That's what's actually super cool about it, is that you're on an equal playing field. What gets you more clicks, what gets you more leads and cheaper leads is actually creating better ads, believe it or not. So it has nothing to do with your budget. Now, I don't want to mislead you and tell you that the person with $10,000 budget per month as compared to the person with $1,000 budget per month are going to be able to generate the same amount of leads. That's not the case. However, you still are competing at the same level. So this person may get 10 times the results as you, but you're paying the same amount per lead in general. There are some stipulations and some variables there, but in general, that's how it works. So that's what's super cool about it. The other thing with Google, let's go back to that real quick, is that what we know statistically, and you can do your own research on this, is that typically people will search at least 2 more times and basically fill out their information 2 more times in other places when they're doing searches. And this makes sense, right? Think about it. Think about your own behavior. When you're searching on Google, a lot of the times you're not just stopping at one thing. You're looking at a couple different websites. Oh, this place seems to have my answer. This place seems to have my answer. And this is very common. So someone may find a suitable search result like, oh, this company definitely provides the types of mortgages I'm looking for, but I'm not done. I want to make a comparison. I want to look at a few other options. And so you end up more likely to have leads that have become leads with other people, just because that's inherent to the nature of the way search results work. Yep. So these are the big differences. But I would say is if you're trying to scale, you're trying to generate lots of leads, Facebook and Instagram absolutely should be part of your strategy. It doesn't mean that you can't have both things. And then if you're looking to not worry about like what your competitors are doing, like ones that have huge budgets, and you want to be able to compete equally with them, Facebook and Instagram are definitely the way to go as well. There are many other reasons, but those are the key things that I would consider if I were you when you're generating leads or buying leads or whatever the case may be, comparing Facebook to Google or search platforms. Thanks.